Welcome to the Dance to Heal podcast. I'm your host, Jenny C. Cohen. Join me as I share stories of how life is a dance. I'm a cancer survivor, mother of two, and an award-winning performer who found that mind and body-connected movement is vital to healing in a way that is safe and tailored to your life. I created Dance to Heal Wellness featuring the Spotlight Confidence Formula and also authored the best-selling award-winning book, Outside in Recovery, Dancing My Way Back to Myself After Breast Cancer. I will bring new ways to help you on your dance journey and healing path. Are you ready to move? Dance to Heal starts now. Hello there. So this is my Zoom look, unless I'm going on an interview. If I'm on a call, not a big deal. Unless I might know that I'm being brought up on a hot seat, I will do a little bit more. And I want to show you some of the things that you may want to consider. Now, I want to clarify something because I recently learned, you don't know what you don't know until you know, right? So, shout out to Urban Talent. I've recently been signed on with them. Yay! I'm being represented by an agency. Woohoo! And there were a lot of details that when you're trying to break into film and industry, I really do highly recommend you do your best to find an agency that has training affiliated with their representation that's separate but the same, because they're just making sure that you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because there's certain things I didn't know about that I just recently learned about that's very industry standard. And I would like you to know that. It's like someone just posted on Facebook about in the belly dance world, there were some old school knowledge versus some, we hope, are common sense. But, what happens when you assume that people know, you make an ass of yourself and others, you and me, right? Everything that we want to be a part of, there are always sometimes unspoken understandings I want you to be aware of. So right now, what I'm saying to you regarding my community is that the understanding that self-care is one of the first steps to healing. Okay? And so I'm not referring to the extreme of the working out where you look like a bodybuilder and you look strong and fit, but you really have dehydrated yourself to get that look, or you haven't really assessed when you're allowed to rest, right? Versus someone who just would think, well, Jenny, you're wasting my time. I know how to wash my face. I just choose not to, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Anyways, so there was, in this community, it is the understanding that you want this too. You want some ideas and some suggestions on what to do. Okay? Yes? All right. So this is, we would stop here if that's all you wanted, and I would really love that for you. However, you want a little bit more. This is not necessarily, though, if you were to do things like auditions or do a casting call, right? That's where I'm going to refer you to agencies like Urban Talent, because they have different looks and different policies. And I would really urge you to do that research. I did not know, and I've been studying to be an actor and actress since 2021, okay? I didn't know, but now I do, right? So this is just regular on Zoom going out that I found very helpful to me. So I've done the base face where I've done the CC cream, the color correction cream. I always go to eyelashes because I used to wear fake eyelashes a lot. And I noticed that I really do like at least mascara. And Cofier, 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 if you get the lash kits, they started doing these really cute, what are these? Eyelash curlers. But it's like a different format. They came up with it, because regular eyelash curlers, it's like the top comes down, but this one, the bottom one comes up, which I love because it really is very helpful because I don't have very deep set eyes, okay? And I usually, if I use the other ones, I tend to pinch my eyelid, these poor little skin that I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, they get pinched. But then with the Cofier eyelash curlers, I have a little bit better luck being able to curl my lashes. And here's a trick. When I'm curling my eyelashes, first of all, make sure you press it gently against your eyelid and don't pull your horn, or you'll pull out your lashes. But I'll also angle the lash away from my face, the handle part, a little bit to get more of that curl. Do you see that? Can you see it? Can you see my tiny lashes? Okay, and then sometimes I do have to do it a couple of times, and I have to gently lift my lids. My tiny little eyelashes. I can't really see because I don't have I'm not really close to the camera. I'm kind of far away from my phone that I'm recording this, and also the video camera for this particular recording for this episode. But I do like this eyelash curl. I feel like it's making a huge difference. And then I found these amazing little tools. I bought it cheaper on Temu, but you could go on Amazon. I'll figure out how to get that link up for you. And I love the Olivia Blair mascara, which is more of these little rods. Oops. That feels much more precise instead of the big blobby ones. And when I use this tool, I've noticed that it's much more efficient in applying mascara. Because otherwise, I'm getting it all over. You see that? It's cool, right? I'm getting it all over my lid. Because my lashes are short from having had menopause for so long and not having the hormones to even have my lashes grow. You see the difference? A little bit, okay? And now for performance, I wear false lashes because I want the emphasis of my eyes with the eye makeup to look big. But everyday wear, I saw Alyssa, the gold medalist, talking about she used to wear fake eyelashes for her competitions, and she stopped doing it. She just wears eyelashes, like eyelash mascara. And I was like, oh, that's cool, because I always struggle with a tearing eyelid. Well, your right side, but my left inner tear duct has been sealed by a mole. So I have trouble clearing tears in one of my eyes, and it's always watering. So if I put on eyelashes, my amazing watering eye will wash off the glue within 10 minutes. So I put it on right before I perform, and 5 out of 10 times the lash is kind of gone by the time I'm done performing, and I have to like pull it off in the dressing room. Inside secret. So even for photo shoots, I've noticed that, I have to reapply things. I have my first headshot photo shoot next week. I'm very excited. I booked a local makeup artist and hair, so I'm excited to up level my my look for submissions. So after you've done the eyelashes, I always go right to eyebrows, and you think, oh, well, why would you need to do eyebrows? So my eyebrows are thinning a little bit, and I've noticed that I like to give it a little bit of definition. Now, I do very light eyebrows when I'm regularly just going about my day and I'm not on the stage. So I'm just very lightly making it darker, just a little bit darker. Oh, I don't think I have my liner. That's okay. Okay. See that? And then sometimes if I accidentally do it too dark, I'll just brush it out a little bit with my brush. So it's just more the emphasis. It's very similar to what I call the the window drape to your eyes. You want a little bit of definition in your eyebrows. You don't have to do any of this, by the way. I'm just sharing with you what I do. Now I've noticed that I like the look of a little bit of white underneath my eyes to make it look like my eyeballs extend down a little bit more. Okay, that's just my own preference. You don't have to do this. And I normally will do a very, very thin layer of black eyeliner underneath. And I don't think I have any here, but I can show you using this black liner brush what I normally do. I'm going to make do because our time together is almost over. Okay? So what I'll do is we'll do a little brown. A little bit of this brown color. Or maybe black. Let's do a little brown. So I normally do like a little bit of liner under here, just to make my eyes seem a little bit bigger, if I want that appearance, underneath the white liner. See? And then I also, even though I won't be doing this for the photo shoot, okay, I do extend my eyes out a little bit on the edges, But I won't be doing that for the photo shoot for my commercials and my film auditions. Right? They don't want this. They want another type of look. But I'm not doing that right now. We're not doing an audition. We're just doing a little liner in preparation for when I'm online. Okay? Now you think I'm pretty done, right? I am. And then I use the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless. What is it? The foundation. Okay, then this also has another sunscreen SPF of 28 on top of it. When we're aging, we can't get enough. Like, you really do need to make sure that you have enough SPF. And because I already have that CC cream, I could stop. But I also, if I want a little bit more of a polish and less shine on the screen, I'll do a little bit of it. And there's one more layer I'm going to show you. But I'm being pretty forthright and honest about the layers that I do, right? And then once we have these set all set, very amused by this. There's one more thing that I will do after I show you what I do with my eye color. Now I just finished my, well, not just finished, but I signed on with Aaliyah Jenny, who does elemental typing, and she's been really helping me with colored for clothing patterns and even makeup and jewelry. And those of you who know me in the past, I used to be very drawn to rose gold, and it's actually one of the colors that does not highlight me to my best look. And all of my present glasses are more silver. My jewelry's like white gold. My watch is silver, right? And it's been able to, I felt a big difference in lighting up my face. Because the goal is that people remember you, not what you're wearing, per se, right? All right, so these days, I go with a slightly different shade that I feel has been very complimentary to me, because I'm an earth according to Amy Janice's color system. And I do like this particular look. We haven't actually done makeup yet. I've been doing... having her assistant helping me I've been having Amy's assistants and helping me declutter my closet. Okay? But we'll be hitting makeup soon. Okay? So now here's the thing with makeup too. Maybe this look is being influenced by all the C-dramas I've been watching. I don't know. But I have noticed I've been more drawn to less of the Western look, and I like this lighter look for me, for now. You know, it may change once I've had my next consultation coaching with Amy. Okay? Now I'm almost done. And then we're going to cut off this episode, and I'll see you next time with a guest. But I found the CoverGirl Simply Ageless, the pressed, it's called the Instant Wrinkle Blurring Press Powder. And there's hyaluronic and vitamin C complex in here. So I didn't realize that this would make a difference for me. Like, I would really like the look for me, especially when I have to. It's kind of cool. It does this light blurring for me that I like. Now, right now, for my people who are doing the audio and still with me, I'm on the YouTube video without any filter on, so people are getting a really clear look at what it looks like before and after as I'm applying it. And you may or may not want to try this. I just hate sometimes that I can't get an idea of what the thing's going to look like on me, right? So once I find something that works, I'm super resistant to doing anything else. I kind of get addicted or adjusted to one particular way of doing things. Okay? But it also helps me habit stack and keeps me focused. All right, so this is pretty much the look, and then we're going to put on my glasses. And ta-ta! This is what you will see. Now we're going to go back to the touch-up appearance for the zoom filter. You see that? So this is what I present on the call, and this is the low touch-up, so they can see my audio people. I have the touch-up appearance on low versus now turn up full, and it does blend out my facial features a little bit. And then usually for me, I wear my hair up, but I also do for my interviews, I always have a brush. You're really getting behind the scenes look. Where my hair is usually down, and mostly because it's wavy, right? I do have a recommended hairstyle from Amy Janice's Elements that's been very helpful for me when I travel to events and I am in my colors. It doesn't matter if my hair is up or down, even though it's mostly usually a form of simple shape. So people are really seeing my face and they remember me no matter if I'm in speaker, MC, or volunteer or attendee status. People remember my face, which is really the goal, to be really truly who you are and to stand out. Okay, so let's recap real quick what today's episode was about. We're reminding you the outside-in approach is making sure that you're taking care of your body's needs before your body's asking you for it. And I gave you a demonstration of some simple skincare that I would love for you to consider trying if you're not doing it, or doing some of the muscle testing that we talked about in previous episodes about, does this work for me? Do I need to shift to something else? Yeah? All right, so on that note, go to movetobloom.com, move, MOVETOBLOOM.com for your subsidized, meaning it's free, ticket to the monthly masterclass. Okay, now we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to the Dance to Heal podcast with Jenny C. Cohen. Come back next time to hear stories of inspiring triumph and learn more ways that you can heal yourself. To work with me and continue your journey, visit danceandheal.com. Are you ready to move?